What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay Will, Jelani Williams, hailing from the DMV, senior point guard at the University of Pennsylvania.
What's good, guys? It's A. Stalling, senior center for GW men's basketball.
What's good, Josh? Jared Simmons, 6'8", big guard and free agent in the transfer portal.
What's up, y'all? It's Abbas Saleh, point guard for Swarthmore men's basketball.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Narayan Felix, and I'm just a regular basketball fan. And this is the Starting Five with the pot about nothing.
I've seen this argument on Twitter, so like a couple for this week. Who y'all got? Who y'all taking on your team? If you're starting a franchise, right? Who's your point guard? Ja Morant or Trae Young?
Ja Morant.
Trae Young. Trae Young was getting busy the other night. What you mean? Trae Pound.
This is a good
what
argument.
You mean?
Who? If you're starting a franchise, what do you want? Do you want Ja Morant or do you want Trae Young?
I want Joseph Morant on my team.
I think it has to be Trae Young.
Why?
I think he's as far as offensively, like I just think on and off the ball, he makes everybody better. He's really horrible defensively, but I don't think Ja is really doing that much on that end to make up for that gap on offense.
He just had 44 points in his first game of the season.
He can score. I agree, but I mean Trae Young is like a.
Trae Young can also score.
Yeah, he can score.
I know, but I'm saying you can't say that.
No, I do think there's a big gap offensively in terms of a value added between Trae Young and Ja Morant.
I think a lot of the Hawks offense runs through Trae, and a lot of the
and they have a high volume, high powered offense.
A lot of the Grizzlies' offense runs through Ja, though.
Yeah, but
I agree.
They play for other people as well. It's not just.
I think I would take. I mean. You said that Ja doesn't really do anything on the defensive end. I think that Ja is clearly a better defender than Trae one, but I also think that, like, given more time, he can grow into being an elite defender in the league. He has all the tools. He's got big hands, long wingspan, athletic, good instincts. And I think that I don't know who I would take, but I think defensively that could end up being a huge gap between. I look at them as like
it's not right now. Is what I'm saying. It's not.
Sure.
And so
let's talk projections. I don't care about what they've done so far because you're right. They haven't only been in the league for a year. But let's talk projections. I'm saying if you're building a team around one guy as a point guard, you're taking Trae Young rather than Ja Morant.
I think so
because of his offensive ability.
I just think so. Like as far as off the ball, and also just on the ball, like he just helps your team a lot on that end. But I do think the defense is a huge issue, and if Ja can make big enough leaps that he's like an above average defender on that end. Then it's
is he not already?
No, I don't.
Is he averaging below?
I think
so
he's
Lonnie,
average.
y'all think that he's that much better than Trae Young because of his size and what he might become on defense? To negate Trae Young's range and how he's spacing the floor and how he passes on offense? I
think Ja is an improving shooter. I think he's shown that over the past 2 games this season. And I think he tracks to be someone who can make plays in more ways than Trae Young can. He's got more size, better finishing ability. I think I think Trae is probably a little bit better of a passer, but Ja is also a high-level passer. And I think they track as like, this generation's like Steph and Russ. But I think that Ja can be a little bit better. Maybe not better than Russ, but I think it would be a closer gap than Steph and Russ is currently between him and Trae. And yeah, I don't see that many more improvements that Trae can make to his game. Like a boss says, he plays so well on the offensive end. He reads the game at a high level. Obviously you can put better players around him and, they can maybe have a shot to win at a higher level. But I think just individually speaking, I don't see that. I think Ja will be a more valuable piece in the next couple of years. But I also think Trae Young is going to be one of the better point guards in the league as well. So it's definitely a tough argument, but I think I would take Ja.
I think they're right there with each other. I think if I was to pick right now who I want on my team right now, I'm going to go with Trae. I think he is a better decision maker than Ja Morant, especially when it's pressure. He has that instinct like Harden. He knows he's crafty. He knows how to get to the line when he wants to. But the thing about him is, I think Trae is much better than Ja Morant at that. I think Ja maneuvers a lot off of his raw ability and his ability to hang in the air and then make a play when his options are, winding down. But I think Ja's upside is a lot better. I feel like Trae needs the ball in his hands to be like his most effective on offense. I think Ja's defense is a lot better than Trae. And I just think his overall playmaking ability will get better once, their careers continue.
I think y'all are talking about like upside for Trae, and then you mentioned how he's actually not that good off the ball right now. That is true. He's not great off the ball right now, but I think like one of his areas where he actually can raise his game and improve his game is, getting more Steph-like off ball, creating opportunities like that. And once I think if he's able to do that and raise his game in that way, then it's really scary on that end. So we'll see.
It's definitely hard to do.
Yeah, this is good because I feel like I was worried with Trae that he was always going to be attached. He always is going to be attached to Luka, and he's just not that type of player. It's hard, not many Lukas come around. But I think the Ja comparison is a more fair one and one that's much better. Yeah, going forward.
Thanks for tuning into this week's edition of the Starting Five with the Pod About Nothing. If you are feeling our energy, follow the link in this video's description to subscribe and follow our full show. We do weekly recaps across sports, music, politics, entertainment, and culture. Thanks for watching and tune back in next week. You dig?
It's your boy.